Hi guys, so even more Team Yankee content coming at you now. As you can see, I'm trying to rush through a lot of it. We're actually heading to Jasper tonight for my wife's birthday. So I've got a 7-hour drive to do. It's 8:30 in the morning, so all cheery, but I'll get this video done. Hopefully they'll get uploaded through this week, and I'll try and get some more content made in Jasper. Don't tell Jill, she might shout at me a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to review the Iron Maiden book briefly. It's going to go through and try and show some of the layout for you all. It's got the really nice colour section with the historical content. It goes through into the army list. Anyone familiar with Flames of War will recognise the army list structure. It's pretty similar to 40k as well. Or anything that's in the dark colours you've got to take. Anything that's greyed out is optionals. So the British seem to get a really good combined arms type force. Everything seems nice, but nothing's not like the Germans where we've got really, really powerful stuff, or sorry, the West Germans, because it's 985. Or it's not like the Russians where it's horde. It's somewhere in the middle where you've got access to nice stuff. You can bump the armour up on your chieftains if you want to have the heavy armoured stuff, or you can keep them a little bit cheaper. So look at the chieftains first. So you can get 2 chieftains for 12 points, which is fine. You can bump them up from front armour 17 to 18 with the steel bruise added to them for a point each. So they have a front armour value of, we'll go with 18. The way armour works in Flames of War, just for anyone unfamiliar with the system, is each gun has a firepower rating. So for example, a chieftain's gun has an anti-tank value of 22 and a firepower rating of 2+. So if you hit, you've got to roll a die, and then the defender adds a die result to their armour, and if they beat the firepower rating, then the shot bounces. So you save against the shot. You don't roll to wound, you roll to not die. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. If you roll a 4, you will get a glancing hit. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you save. It's fine. And then the firepower rating is whether the tank explodes or not. So you do your armour saves before you roll to wound. It's a bit backwards for me coming from a Games Workshop background, but you pick it up pretty quickly. I really enjoyed playing Flames of War when I was in the UK, so I'm really looking forward to giving this game a bit more of a run. Then we've got the swing fire, mech companies. I'm just getting through stuff that I like because it's my video. The Lynx mobile platoon looks pretty good. I really like the Scorpions. I've just having played them in Armoured Warfare. So these little guys, quite cheap, pretty fast. Explode as soon as you look at them, but just don't get them shot. And the Abbott field batteries. I keep going the wrong way. It's wrong way. Yeah, the Abbotts are probably going to see some play. That's what my friends said, just so that when you fire them, you can say, "Hey, Abbott." Rapiers, I'm going to take. I really like the anti-air stuff, and then the Harrier close support, Harrier jump jet. So I'm going to have a few Harriers in the list, some tall links as well, and go from there. But the special rules that the British get, in addition to everyone else's normal ones, is they fit some of the stuff with bazooka skirts, so we get extra saves against heat weapons. See, British video, cup of tea, can't go wrong. And the Harrier jump jet is good. It gets bonuses to it coming on the table. So where the strike aircraft work, well, you've got the difference between helicopters and strike aircraft. Helicopters seem like you deploy them normally on the table, and then they've just got unlimited movement because the helicopters, and you're playing on a 6x4 table. The strike aircraft need to come on from the airbase, so you normally roll a die on a 4+, they get to come on this turn, and then they go away again and be just keep roll every time you roll 4+. Harriers, because they're jump jets and can, as this book is really proud of telling you, they can deploy from supermarket car parks. So you get to come in on a 3+ basically. And you have overhead fire, because they're still using the World War II 2-inch mortars. We have sneak and peek, which is a rule for the Scorpions, which lets them move when it's get an extra move when not firing the main gun. And then the swing fires can stay con to ground when shooting. Then the next part of the book is a scenario. So each book has a few new scenarios in them, if you want to play the story of Team Yankee. And then my favourite part of the book actually is the painting guides. Everything comes with it. Obviously it gives you all of the new colour names, because they've brought out their own Team Yankee paint range, but nice step-by-step instructions. And I know when I first started playing historical games, as it were, it's one of the concerns I had. You always get that guy pushing the glasses up on his nose, telling you that you've painted it the wrong shade of green, and it's like, fuck off buddy, it's a game, I'm just going to shoot you in the face. And I don't mean in the game. Oh no, it's okay, I do mean in the game. Infantry ones, I really like painting the Flames War infantry. It's a pain in the ass basing them and getting them assembled, but I think they look really, really nice on the table. But yeah, that was one of the concerns I had starting playing historical games, was, you know, how accurate you had to be to units. And I never really got sucked into trying to do all the serial numbers and everything, but generally I think it's good fun. Most people I find playing Flames of War play it as a game, not as a simulation. I think the game does lend itself well to being a war game rather than trying to recreate the accurate battles. But I'm definitely going to enjoy painting the Brits when they arrive, so that'll be in a few weeks' time. But for now, that's my very brief review of the Iron Maiden book. I'll try and do a series of videos, maybe looking at the different styles of army lists, like the Chieftain Heavy Tank Force, the Mobile Squadron, stuff like that, and just give you quick opinions on those. Thanks everyone, bye.